This land is my land, this land's not your land. From the Danube River through Romania. Hey, if they don't like it, well then go fuck you. Hey, my ruler is Dr. Doom. Something like that. It's a direct translation of the Latverian national anthem. If anybody has any updates on any of that syntax that I might have not gotten right, perhaps there's a colloquial translation that I disregarded, please definitely send me an update on that. Moving forward, though, basically, I just want to go over some comics that I got. Had a hell of a past week. I was just struggling with this phone company. I got ripped off with this phone. Didn't work. Replace the SIM, do the factory reset. For days, I'm begging these guys to honor their 7-day return policy, trying to maintain. Had to get to the point where I had to call the police and then refer to a lawyer. They finally gave in when... That was like by Thursday, from Sunday to Thursday, finally got my replacement phone. And to deal, stop by this comic book shop and going through those long boxes, sifting, you zone out, lose track of time. Next thing you know, your blood pressure's 3 times lower. You chill, your breathing's calm, steady. And next thing you know, your wallet has less money in it. Yeah, your bank account lowers too. So I went to Amazing Fantasy Comics. It's in Columbine Plaza in Littleton, Colorado, just south of Denver. Pretty satisfied. Denver comic book shop areas, it kicks ass. Started it off going straight over to look for some Burn Key issues in near mint condition, whatever I could find. I got this for $4.75. This is a reprint from Fantastic Four number 247. The John Byrne cover, inks. That is originally from October 1982. And this comic is from April 2002, when Marvel Legends action figures included comic books. And if you bought Doctor Doom, this was the comic book that you would get. Fantastic Four number 248 from 1982. John Byrne cover, inks, story. This actually hit the stands on August 17th, 1982. The synopsis, I'm getting these from comics.org. The Fantastic Four are visiting the Inhumans for the naming of Crystal's baby when the moon is seemingly captured by a giant alien. Whoop! Speaking of aliens, cover date January 1984, Fantastic Four number 262, direct. There's a 2-part story, and this is the second part. Written, drawn, inks by John Byrne, cover and interiors, of course. So check this out. John Byrne drew his wife into this story. Andrea Brown Byrne. John Byrne is brought by the Watcher to observe the cosmic trial of Reed Richards, who has been accused of saving the life of Galactus and allowing him to continue to eat worlds. Odin, Eternity, and Galactus himself testify at the trial. $8. This is the influence for Darth Vader right here. The first appearance of Dr. Doom. Fantastic Four number 5. Stan Lee, writer. Jack Kirby, art. Cover date November 1992 is this Marvel Milestone reprint. Dr. Doom takes the Invisible Girl hostage to ensure her teammates' obedience. That was for $10. Cover date February 2006. Marvel Legacy 1960s handbook here. Got that for $5 basically. They were trying to mimic that pop art. Simon Beasley. I paid $14 for this first print direct edition of Lobo #1. Cover date November 1990. Simon Beasley covers. Keith Giffen set up the plot, and it's written by Alan Grant. Pencils plotted by Keith Giffen and completed by Simon Beasley, who also did the inks. Interior colors are by Laverne Kidzierski. I had to try that, didn't I? By the way, you know it's second print. It'll say it right up in here by that 104, by the price tag. Right? That old Western comic. Says here per comics.org. Lobo was the first black character to have his own comic book. Instead of leaving silver bullets, this guy would leave silver coins and sometimes impress them on the foreheads of his enemies. Because that's the Western Lobo, not the space bounty hunter Lobo. Don't you know? Logan got kidnapped, had the adamantium seared onto his body. He was experimented on. You got Dr. Abrams Cornelius and Professor Thornton. And it started in issue 72 to issue 84. Issue 85, Marvel Comics presents. It's a Sam Keith story. Is that right? I'll look that up and confirm it later, but synopsis. The professor learns that the current test subject is a mutant. Logan wakes up in a berserker rage and pops adamantium claws from his wrists. $4.75. That is a newsstand. I keep saying I'm going to look this up, what this means. Like Curtis Company. I don't remember, but when you see this and it's after the year like 1983, 1984, you know that it's a newsstand. Sometimes they don't always put the barcode on the cover, and if you don't see it on the cover, it doesn't mean it's direct. If you see the symbol, chances are you're going to see that barcode in the back somewhere. Direct market shops started to be able to receive newsstand edition comics by the mid-90s because they were demanding to return their comics. That's a tangent for you. Back on track, $4.75. This is a newsstand. Hey, it's after 1984. It's rare. Let's move on. 1991. Hey, check it out. Near mint copy of the Nam from 1986. Newsstand. Now this artist, I do not want to get this wrong because I always keep wanting to say Mike Zeck. But that pencils and inks is Michael Golden. This is some Michael Golden art. Beautiful. He does the interior pencils as well, and the scripts by Doug Murray. When this came out, the big deal was that it's realistic. It's supposed to be as realistic as possible. It's nothing to do with the Marvel Universe. They have a glossary in the back that would define terms, some slang terms as well, technical terms that soldiers would learn about as they're learning the ropes. Each month that would go by when you received an issue of the NAM, it would be a month that went by in the life of this new recruit. Synopsis: Private Marks gets on a plane, lands in Nam, gets assigned, and takes his first patrol. Cover date December 1986. Michael Golden, by the way, did the artwork on the No Prize comic that has Stan Lee on the cover upside down. Good job, Mr. Michael Golden. $4.75. Just got this question that I want to ask real quick. Yeah. This is Pencils by Bernie Wrightson, the legendary Bernie Wrightson. I featured that Frankenstein Alive comic from last December, written by Steve Niles, that continues the story of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Bernie Wrightson did the art on that. Hell yeah, he did. This issue is from April 1997 is the publication date. It actually hit the stands on May 9th, 1997. Dark Horse Comics. It's a two-part story. Can you guess what it's about? I got this for $20. Holla. Holla, holla, holla. Holla, check that out. Basin City. Frank Miller's fictional city. Sin City. What goes on? People that are lost, lonely, and lethal. Got this for $5. December 1996 is the publication date. Just want to show off the condition of this book without damaging it. Let's see how well that's going to go right now. Hold up, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. This guy likes to slide the flaps behind there. Yeah, good job. And... I guess it ain't having it today, is it? Let's see how well this goes out. Oh, nice. Wow. Yeah, that dust just swept right off. And the back is a nice spine. Damn. Beautiful. All right, I had to look it up. It's Rosario Dawson that plays Gail. The way she pulled off this role with the confidence and grace of a professional. Woo! Basin City's Old Town. Basin City Old Town finest. Moving forward. Very fine plus copy. This is from Marvel Legends. If you bought Wolverine, this is the comic that you would get. Got this for $10. Very fine plus. May 1980 was the original cover date. John Byrne. Uncanny X-Men near mint copy of issue 167. Cover date March, actually was on sale on December 7th, 1982. Paul Smith, pencils and inks. Chris Claremont story. Now the interior inks are actually by Bob Wiacek, W-I-A-C-E-K, Bob Wiacek. The X-Men return to Earth and battle a brood-infected Xavier. After his recovery, Charles can walk again. Xavier demotes Kitty to the New Mutants. Oh, damn. That is from 1983. $11. Near mint copy. In a vid I did, I don't know, a few videos back before I left and came out to Denver, not that long ago, I did a review of X-Men Alpha Flight. You'll see a lot of key historical significance just in the first issue alone, like Rachel Summers finding out that Scott and Madeline Pryor are pregnant with a son, not with a daughter. And it's the first time she meets them, as a matter of fact. We also have some first interactions that we get to see of Talisman, Shaman's daughter. And we get to see, what is it, the Endless Ones? Those who sit above in shadow, that is whom Loki encounters, who he tries to make a deal with. That is the reason this whole two-part story mayhem goes down. And, you know, I thought it was really interesting to point it out as one of the... There's so much significance going on just in this one issue alone. The characterization that Claremont writes, too, with Logan, for example, because once again, Wolverine was new. You didn't know much about him. Stuff like this was huge with little hints of stories about his background. Helped feed the mystery, the mystique behind Wolverine. That made him cool because he was also this personification of Charles Bronson and Clint Eastwood, pretty much put together. So those who sit above in shadow, these guys feed off of Ragnarok. They feed off of the life force energy that Asgardians expel when they die, basically. They perpetuate Ragnarok. That's one of the reasons why, or the reason why Odin lost his eye. The story goes with Marvel, was to gain knowledge and to figure out how to get out of that loop. And that's the reason why Odin sent Thor to Earth to teach him humility, because he figured it would make things more unpredictable for those who sit above in shadow. First appearance, Marvel Spotlight, number 8. Okay, so amazing Chris Claremont story, Paul Smith art. Please check it out when you get a chance. And usually you can find them in a nice beat up copy in the dollar bin. Story is based on concept by Ann Nesenti, Jim Shooter, and Denny O'Neil. A lot of different characters have different their own concept of survival, of a way to look at dealing with the world. And they're all able to enter this fire fountain that Loki creates, this ploy, basically, of course, that gives everybody these abilities, these powers. Also makes everybody just super hot, in shape. I don't know, 6 inches taller, at least a foot taller. 2 near mint copies. I got these for $2 a piece. So we're talking 1985. So newsstands are rare, and the condition of that second one was so good, even though it was a direct edition, I got it anyway. Beautiful near mint copies for $2 a piece. One of the comics that got me into comics, we're talking the original turning rack at the drugstore, at the local bookstore, basically. For me, it was this place called Reading Railroad Express. And this big train coming out of perspective on the side of their little plot they had in the strip mall outside of Chatham's on 11 Mile Middle Belt. Hell yeah. This is a kid's dream, right? The Avengers versus everybody. If you're a Marvel fan, you're going to be into the Avengers. The Avengers defeated everybody. What If comic number 29. Got that for $12. Why did I pay that much? Because it's near mint. What do we got here? Once again, Michael Golden cover. Pencils and inks. Stephen Grant did the script. Now we got here... the plots or the layouts for the art was done by Alan Cooperberg, and the finished art is by Al Gordon for the interiors, as well as the inks. Yes, it is Tom Orzechowski letter, as a matter of fact, yeah. Synopsis: the Avengers must defeat all other superpowered beings on Earth. You think? Keywords: Baxter Building, Washington, D.C. Index or notes. Based on Avengers Annual number 2. This is one of the best stories. Check it out. Amazing artwork and old school comic book drama. Now I want to end this haul with a couple of indie comics that I found. Check it out. All New Underground Comics. Two-Fisted Zombies. This is actually the final 5th issue of a series called All New Underground Comics. It's first print. All New Underground Comics. They had this series of comics. There was a total of 5 issues that would have this banner, All New Underground Comics, on it. This is the last one that Rick Veitch did. And the last one I got is Robert Crumb. This is first print, 3rd issue of Mr. Natural. It's a very fine plus / near mint copy. Got it for $42. Publication date here, it just says 1977, which is same date of this drawing. See any flaws in this? The colors were bright, pages white, corners sharp. I'm a fan of Crumb, and long term I'm thinking stuff from Crumb published by Kitchen Sink Press like this one is a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Hey y'all, I hope you no-brainer love my haul, y'all. Woo! What a week. No phone. Customer service reps giving me hell. Let me talk to your manager. Nervous breakdowns after nervous breakdowns. What the hell is going on? Go to a comic book shop, sift through those long boxes, and chill out. Actualize. Rosario Dawson. I'll be that Sequential Geek. Welcome to the Sequential Hood. Thank you for watching. Peace.